Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. That should be fine. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a grey robe today because we are doing an animal that is grey. That sounds bad. We're not doing any animal. Today's makeup look will be a werewolf. That's what I mean by I'll be doing animal today. That's great. But yeah, no, I'm going to be doing a werewolf for today's look. As you guys can probably remember, this is the design that we made for the werewolf, the werewolf, and this included for the special effects scar wax, bit fake blood, and some fake teeth. So, shall we get into it? Yes, we shall. I'm gonna take this down actually first, and then I'll pull it back up when the makeup's done, because I don't want to get any makeup on it because it's soft and it's fluffy, and we all know how things like that get when we get makeup on them. Pain to get out. But anyway, on to the video. Okay, so first thing we're going to do today is we're going to prime. I'm going to be using my Rimmel London Insta Fix and Go. This is a 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. So if I just, obviously on a clean face, which my face is already clean, so I'm just going to be taking a couple of sprays of that. With one like this, you will need to have it like right at arm's length, because otherwise it will just spray way too direct in certain places. So I do recommend that. But yes, first things first, I need water. Again, return of the Mentos pot, but yes, reuse, recycle. So I thought I would use this since it's empty and I've got nothing else to use, and it's a little perfect size just to dip a little paintbrush in there. So I got this. I have my cleansing water like I had in the last video, which is this, my soda water, and I also got some face wipes, some cotton pads and some cotton buds to just make sure that it all comes off, because tissue's a bit too loose for it. We got this, which came in last week's makeup video. It came with the zip, so this is like almost like a Vaseline consistency, as you can tell. I've already dipped my finger in the back one, but yeah, it's like a Vaseline consistency. It's just a generic black and white paint. I might swatch those for you so you guys can just see. So it comes like that. Literally, they honestly just feel like Vaselines. They don't feel that like they're pigmented, but they don't feel like they're gonna last that long. Unless you're going for sort of that sort of kind of shiny appearance with your makeup, then by all means, that's the word I'm trying to find. By all means, go for it. Use them if that's what you prefer. But I'm just letting you know that things that are normally this kind of consistency, they never really last long. So that's always a head up in Halloween, especially since it's Halloween time, so we don't know what the weather's going to be like. For example, today it is raining right now, and it sort of just came out of nowhere, to be honest. I don't even know if it was meant to rain today, but it decided to be like, do you know what? I'm gonna rain today. So we now have rain. But yes, I have that. I have my vampire teeth here. These Yeah, they're vampire teeth, but I use them as well with teeth because I got a smaller kind. These are from Amazon. I'll link them in the description if they still sell them. They come with this dental adhesive. So what you do with these is you put them in boiling hot water or just really, really hot water. Leave them, they'll go transparent, then you take it out and then you just mold it around, or you put a bit in the teeth, in the little hole there. It has like a little hole, so you push it into the hole and then you push it down on your teeth so it gets comfortable, and that'll just mold around, and then you've got to sort of smooth it on, so they're really comfortable like this. But yes, I realized that if I did have this long, like my teeth like this were long, then I would have a lisp. I'm dribbling. But yeah, no. So these are the teeth that we're going to use today. These are probably like the small ones. But yeah, depending on if you're going werewolf, if you're going vampire, if you want to go full on werewolf and have like the top and the bottom teeth, then I would suggest getting probably the smaller ones for the bottom teeth and then the longer ones for the top teeth. But it's up to you how you want it to look. I just prefer vampire, just top teeth, werewolf, just bottom teeth. It's just a simpler way to simpler way to tell the difference. That's my way. We got these sponges. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but we got sponges anyway. Just 2 white sponges that also came with this. I also have paintbrushes. So these are the paintbrushes that we've got. Just all of them really fine, so we can do the werewolf sort of like hair motions. So that's why those are small. Also got this one because this one is perfect when I'm trying to do like a really quick one with different colours, or if I'm trying to do like a nice little base, then this one's good. Also eyebrow comb, just to make sure that the eyebrows are in the correct place. If you guys wonder what I'm looking at, I have my mirror behind you guys. I don't know if you remember in the last video me talking about my chest of drawers that lift open and there's a mirror there. Well, I've somehow managed to place you guys there so you guys can still see me and also lift up the mirror. So I figured that out. I got this, which is like a double-ended like metal sculpting, I don't know what to call this, tool, sculpting tool. Also got this to scoop out the scar wax because it's, I don't know, it's easier rather than just using your finger and getting your finger all greasy and all that. And all that jazz. But yeah, no, so we got that as well. We also have here paintbrush pot. That's always essential. Just to mix colours just in case you need them. Like for today, probably will need them because we're doing a grey werewolf. What colour do you mix to make a grey, kids? That's correct. You use white and black. Yes, my paints are very dirty. Don't judge me. I'll clean them when they need to be cleaned, okay? They'll be cleaned when they need to be cleaned. And then here I got my homemade scar wax. You can also buy scar wax from Snazaroo, which is the same place where I got the paints from. But if you don't want to buy it, if you find that it takes too long to warm up, because with With scar wax, normally you like take it, it's like a hard wax and you have to like play with it in your hands to sort of warm it up to actually get it to stay. You can also make a homemade one. This one is literally just Vaseline and flour, if I remember correctly. I prefer these ones more because then you can actually add things like foundation and stuff so it blends into the skin better. So I'll be using homemade scar wax today. Is that everything? First things first, I will be getting my metal tool. I know I use this for scar wax, but I also use the other side just to scrape some of the other colours. You can use really anything for this, even the back of a makeup brush, but I just like to use this because it's easier and it's quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bit of that, bit of the white, just not a lot, just enough. How much? Honestly, it's barely anything, but remember you're mixing it with different colours, so you don't need that much. So I'm just going to put that in my little paint tray, whatever it's called. Honestly, I don't know why, but I always forget the name of it, and I can never remember it. That means exactly the same thing. But yeah, just take a bit of the white out. In my first time, baby girl. And then get a bit of the black out as well. Same amount really. But you can always make sure that you have a lighter and a darker version, because if all of it's the same shade, it will look too unreal. I mean, everyone knows that werewolves are real, but I mean, not everyone. I can believe that werewolves are real. But no, it's just gives off a better effect. So I'm just going to do 2 different trays actually. In the one tray we're going to do half and half, and in the other tray we're going to do like a lighter grey, using obviously the black and I don't know why I always say obviously, using the black and the white Snazaroo paint, not the white and black Vaseline kind of textured paint, because I don't really have high hopes for that, but I will probably use it for the nose, because noses are normally shiny black, and I will also probably use it for, I think that's it actually, probably just use it for that. Maybe the dots of for the face. Can't speak English today. Maybe the dots for the whiskers. Is that what you call them? Yeah, whiskers. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to mix my 2 shades with a small brush. Just add a tad bit of water to both of them. Doesn't have to be a lot of water, just enough to make sort of a cream. So far I've just done 2 drops of water on each. As I said, when this one gets wet, it sort of separates itself into like little things. So that's why I say that this one's good for hairs, because if you paint that and then just do that, then it'll literally just be like loads of different little lines, so it'll be a lot easier, especially for things like if you're doing like what's it called? Maybe like a bunny rabbit and you're having your white hair, then just do that. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, paintbrush, mix them. If you think it's too light, add more black. Vice versa, if you think it's too dark, add some white. But I'm going to be adding a bit more black to this one because they're too similar. But once that's been added, I think our colours should be good to go. So there's the two greys that we have at the moment. We have the darker one and we have the lighter one. Cool. So skin colour is going to be our base. We've already sprayed the setting spray just to make sure. Okay, so first things first, we'll start with the outside of our face, working our way in. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to dip in with the dark grey first of all. I'm going to start with the forehead. And just going to do little strokes, just like that. They don't all have to be going the same direction because what hair always goes in the same or grows in the same direction. So I'm just going to do little crisscross patterns. As you can see, it's already starting to form a really cool design. So on the forehead, I will probably go about like half my pinky into my forehead, just because you still want to have a bit of the human-esque look to it. Don't be afraid if you feel like it needs a bit more black or a bit more white, just add it. No harm in adding more, but just don't go over the top. To the side of the face, and then where the contour is of your face, we're going to go down to where it stops, so that's probably here, like if you had dimples where it would be. So if it goes up, it's literally just to the top part of your buzz. So go in with obviously the darker shade, or even a black if you want, or you can mix both, just a darker grey, and then do little brush strokes. Just make sure that it all blends in with your hair, whether that's baby hair or your actual hair. Let's see. There we go. So just like that. Let me just fix this so it goes down. There we go. I think that's better. But yeah, so just got that at the moment. Nothing too complicated. Just a little crisscross. And then we're gonna do it so it goes down the nose as well. Just a bit on the sides. I'm just going to do it with one colour. Well, I'm going to use obviously more than one colour, but I'm just going to do like one solid colour where it goes everywhere on the face, and then if we need to touch it up, touch it up. But yeah, so now this is going to go all the way down, so continuing onto the bottom of the face. Oh, there's a bit of white that didn't get mixed in properly, but it will at least. It looks like it's a little bit flat. So from here, obviously, depending on what you're going to wear, you might have like a turtleneck, so it looks more realistic. But just make sure that everywhere that will be seen is covered. So now, because we're doing the bottom, I'm working my way up with strokes. Also for the forehead, we're just going to go in at the top of the forehead again, and then just make it divot in the inside. So this is our base, this is what we've got so far. This is all that we're gonna, well, not all, but this is the majority of what we're gonna do with the dark grey base. That grey Snazaroo face paint. Leave it there for now. Anything you don't like, just literally go in with a damp cotton bud. Not too damp, of course, but just damp enough, and just wipe it off. Like that. Next thing is going in with the lighter grey, and literally just doing exactly the same thing, but just going over. something like that. So that's just 2 different shades. And then what normally I'll do is I will be going into a makeup sponge and then getting a tiny bit of water just so it's really, well, not really coated, but just coated in water. Little sponge to go into the dark or light grey, and then in the borders. That's all of here. Just dab it. So something like this. There we go. So now that that's done, the next step is the nose, little twinkly nose. What I like to do normally is go in with a small brush, another small brush. I know this is gonna be just small brushes today, so wet it a tiny bit, go into the black, make sure that it's really coated, do a what's it called, do a cross, so along that way, and then sideways this way, like that, and then I'll just fill it in. So that's my nose. That's my niggity niggity knees. My diggity diggity knees. So I will be going into a... Now that I've done the nose, I will go back into the lighter grey shade, and I'll just join it up now. And don't be afraid to get it on the actual nose, because what dog's hairs fall perfectly or stop perfectly just before the nose. Make sure that it looks spot on. I'm going to take a bit of the black shade. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take some of the black shade on a small brush, just so I can get that extra shine on the nose. I'm just going to put it here. Blend it out as well. Give you that shiny dog look. There you go. So that's done. Next up, obviously the dog's mouth. I'll be going back into black Snazaroo with that because I don't really want to have the oily feeling of that Vaseline on my face, because then it looks more like makeup when my nose is dripping rather than it's actually meant to be there. So put it down so it leads up to the Cupid's bow. And your top lip, gonna go into the black liquid liner. You probably already know what brand this is, but I'm not gonna say it so I don't get copyrighted. But that's what I'll be using on my lip. Emphasis, just the top lip, and then while you wait for that to dry, I will be going into light. This is when I go into this white one using a cotton bud. I will be dropped it, didn't I? Yeah, but with the cotton bud and the white, just picking up a tiny bit. Pop it on there. Get a bit more. Pop it on there. Going in with a bit of a bigger brush, just blend it out. Where I'll be stopping. Next is the 3 black dots for whiskers. Love that. My brush is too flat at the moment to actually make a circle shape. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Simple dots. Rawr. But yes, that is that's what we got so far. So, also another trick for if you're doing your eyebrows, you can keep them grey like this and just brush them upwards all the way up, like that, to make them look messy. If you want, you can even make them grey by going in with a brush, dipping into the grey, make it a bit watery, just so it's easier to use, and then just lightly going over the eyebrows, filling them in, and you can just brush it on as well, like that. through. Like so. Grab us. Next, snazzery. So the best way to deal with it is on clear skin, so it doesn't move too much. Don't need a lot, honestly, just a small little ball like that. You can do for the first one. With it depends on which one you have. If you have the normal one, then you can handle it until it's soft and easy to work with. With the homemade one, I would recommend not handling it for too long, because obviously it is Vaseline, so it will already be squidgy and easy to mold. So literally just roll it into the shape that you want it to be, but you don't want to roll it too so it's too thick. Just want to roll it so it is just enough, and then push down on it. And then what you want to do is you're gonna want to take your metal tool or whatever you're using, there. So take it, it's a bit too close, and then push it down. The outside you want to just spread it out. So that's done. That is down, number one down. Going in with a bit more. We'll do the second scar. Or slash. This time using not that much. So we have one down and two down, and then just smoothing them out onto the skin. We're getting there, people, we're getting there. And then I'm gonna do a tiny bit. Just trying to remove my eyelashes. Yep, so that is that. There we go. Looks like two worms on my face. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So, yes. Again, with this or with something sharp, if you have anything sharp, not too sharp, of course, we don't want to cut ourselves, okay? We don't want to cut ourselves. So with something sharp, you're just gonna go into the middle of it and slice it open, basically. See, they don't look good now, so what you need to do first things first is small brush. Dip it into water, dip it into the scissor, dip it into the black and a bit of red, and then go into the middle of it and just stop painting. So you can either use scar wax, you can even use fake blood to fill in the inside. Something like that, and then you can just close your eye. I wouldn't recommend putting anything on your eye just because obviously it does move around a lot because your eye closes and opens, but I wouldn't recommend it. So we're just gonna have a bit of scissor on the actual eyelid. Okay, so like that. We add a bit more blood around it. This, and then one perfect thing to use these little sponges for. If you dip it in water, because of how holy they are, perfect just to go into black and red. Just dip into those two. Around it gently. And then what you do next is take the cotton bud and then just clean up the edges. That's all you gotta do. Clean up the edges. Also be removed, just to make it look a bit. And this can be removed as well. Just go in with just a little brush. This is why I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go into an orange, yellow, and a bit of the green. Not too much, a tiny bit. So orange, some green, and a bit of the blue. And then this is what we're going to use to make sort of a bruise kind of look. outside. Make the skin look smooth, basically. And then the top part will go a bit heavier. With that orangey, greeny colour. Not dab it away, just dab some excess away. Make sure that the orange actually comes through this time. I know it's too much orange, I love that. We're just gonna dab it at this point. And remember, this is meant to be like a bruise, so it doesn't have to be too clean. So that's what it's looking like so far. Ooh. How funny. Okay, so I think we are almost done. Last step is the teeth. Where I put the teeth? Oh, they're here. They're here. Last step. One. And then two. And then obviously, well, not obviously, I might put a bit of red here, just a tad, just to make it sort of like bloodish. Yeah, so that's the look. Carry on, please. So that's the look, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Tell me, what do you think? If the light's too bright, then I might change. Wait. That's what I'm going for. But anyway, this is the werewolf look that I have done. Prosthetics include fake teeth, and the second prosthetic is scar wax, and then everything else is just face paints. But yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, share, and a comment if you did. I can't wait to read your comments. Last episode? Last video, got a sweet comment from Patience, Xena. I hope I'm saying your name right. But I replied and I just had a little chit chat. So it'll be nice to speak to you guys in the comments. Hope you like the video. Hope you like me. I will see you in the next video for the opening. If no one remembers what the hell I'm talking about, this is the opening makeup. So that should be fun. Some fake flowers, some prosthetic add-ons, and some drawings. It should all be fun. But yes, thank you a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I think I'm probably gonna post it on Wednesday, but not Wednesday. Probably gonna post it on Friday. But yes, I will see you then. Love you guys.